What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the 2019 Discraft Great Lakes Open. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
And we are bringing you the play-by-play commentary for this coverage. This footage is brought to you by Steve Dodge and the Disc Golf Pro Tour cameramen, so shout out to them for getting us that footage so we could get it nice and edited for them. So far, this tournament, we got Paige Pierce leading the pack at 4 under par. Catrina Allen and Madison Walker are sitting at 1 under par, so they're only 3 back. We got Sarah Hokom as well, our defending champion, sitting at even. So hopefully we can see her make some moves here on this front 9.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Hole 1, this is a par 3. Very, very downhill. It's 447 feet. I can see Paige and Catrina reaching this one with how downhill it is. It's just such a touchy shot. These ladies are either going to be throwing a turnover or a forehand here.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the second round of the 2019 Great Lakes Open, presented by Discraft. We're now ready for our feature card. Team first, from Plano, Texas, Paige Pierce.
Paige Pierce going gatekeeper off the box. Looks like a pretty strong, kind of like a head right to left
Yeah.
wind.
Hey, this is looking nice. Just needs to flex out. And she's going to be on that right side
Yeah,
in the
circle's
rough.
edge, though, about.
Yeah. And hopefully she has a putt from in there, because that was a really nice shot.
Yeah, that was crushed.
Catrina
With a mid-range, too.
Allen.
Catrina Allen, we all know she can get up there as well. She's got plenty of power.
That looks like it's turning over nicely. And that's fading out too soon, but she is going to be inbounds there.
Team next, from Pensacola, Florida, Madison Walker.
Madison looks like she's got a wraith in her hand.
Yeah, it looks like it. Trying to get a little bit of flip up on that
There.
forehand. Should be hugging that right side, but that's
Yeah.
still a pretty good spot to be in.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Caldwell, Idaho.
She's got a really effortless looking
Sarah
forehand.
Hokom.
Yeah, it's really smooth
kinda
and clean, yeah.
Flicks it out there.
Trying to feel out that wind. Looks like she's going with the trace. I love how low she gets with that forehand too.
Yeah. Locked and loaded.
Oh yeah.
And she's going to be right there about 30 feet outside of circle 2. Be an easy pitch up for a par from there.
Yeah, it looks like Catrina's about, I don't know, 7 to 10 feet away from that OB line.
Yeah. Cutting it real close, but she puts it right next to the basket and will be able to make par. And Sarah is right there as well. Here is Madison. Puts it real close as well. And this is going to be Paige for a stroke on the card.
And maybe on the whole field.
Yeah.
Ah.
Getting a mid-range all the way up there. That is so impressive.
We got Sarah to save par.
Sneaks it in there. She is going to stay at even. Madison will be tapping out for par as well.
What was
And
the
this-
score average here?
Yeah, this hole averaged 3.29, so it looks like that OB definitely came into play for the field, averaging just over par. So
Yeah, if you don't hit that OB, it's really fairly easy par.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the only danger is going to be the OB or carrying way too far right.
Yeah.
You know, if you saw off a forehand or turn something over too much. Paige making par as well. We are on to hole 2. This is a par 4, 415 feet. It is very uphill, and the fairway is super tight. You really just want to stay in the fairway here. As long as you don't go left or right, you should have a clean look at birdie. Just end up in the middle of the fairway and give yourself a good look.
Yeah, you want like the best footing for a run up on that second shot as you can possibly get. If you go in that rough and have to be forced with the standstill, we can definitely see some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Paige is going bio defender here. That is looking pretty good.
Yeah, and she is right there on that right side.
Yeah, it's hard to go much farther than that, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to get it up higher, and whenever you do that, the nose gets exposed, and it kind of floats away.
and then you end up fading left
Exactly.
into the rough. So it was a great shot. Catrina, that needs to get left. It doesn't. She's going to have some awkward footing on that right side because, as you can see, that hill kind of comes down. Here's Madison. And that gets a nice little kick out. She's going to be on that right side. Should have a nice little forehand approach from there.
I was about to say, if you're on that right side, that forehand definitely comes into play because as we saw from round 1, we saw people trying to go with the turnover from that right side, and a lot of people were hitting that brush on the right side and not quite getting up all the way to the basket. So
yeah,
forehand's definitely clutch on that right side.
Sarah just sawed off her forehand a little bit, but
she must not have had room to really throw a full powered forehand there.
Yeah.
Seems like the roller play is kind of unusual.
Catrina with a great shot.
Yeah.
She's going to be about 25 feet. Here is Madison. Going to flick one up there.
Yeah, that's so annoying. All that, all
the
that
branch,
stuff in her backswing. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I feel like Sarah had a very similar issue there and just resorted to the roller.
Mm-hmm. And Paige looks like she's going to have a tap-in birdie. She was in a great spot for her second shot.
Yeah, Madison was in a good spot to give it a full run. I mean, no drop-offs behind the basket or anything. Just wide open, just let it run.
Yeah, and she should be close enough to save par.
Here's Catrina for birdie. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. That'll move her to 2 under par.
Yeah, it's like you're fighting all the way uphill throughout this fairway to get to a elevated basket.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, you're really like constantly adjusting on this course because you're
yeah.
going uphill then downhill, and it's just constantly switching up on you. So
yeah, it's something that we can't really relate to in
Oklahoma,
playing Oklahoma
Yeah.
disc golf, but
we
surely
enjoy the
appreciate it.
flatlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love me some elevation change though. I wish we had more of it.
Oh, for sure. Just adds another element to the game, really.
Yeah. Hole 3, this is a par 4, 590 feet. Very open. You really just want to end up in front of this tall grass patch here in the middle of the fairway to give yourself an open look for your second shot. The only danger here is going to be going too long on your second shot, OB, or going too right off the tee into the rough. But other than that, this is a fairly simple hole.
Yeah, Paige going bio defender again, just trying to get that max distance, and
She gets way down there.
yeah.
I don't expect any less from Catrina.
Yeah, and this hole played 4.06, so just barely over par. I mean, you can see how open it is. It's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm. Here is Madison. This looks like a nice line. She'll be on that left side. And Sarah going to try and repeat from last round.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She is
Beautiful
right
shot.
there.
See if Catrina can match that. Yeah, if you get far enough up on the drive, it really makes your approach shot just that much easier.
Yeah. And the approach shot is a little blind because of that tall grass, and it's a little bit uphill. So, I mean, that can be a little bit tricky.
Dude, the grass out here is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so tall.
Yeah.
You see a lot of that. Ooh.
Very nice birdie from Paige, moving her to 6 under par, outside the circle putt.
Yeah, it's always fun to hit early on in the round. But yeah, I've seen this type of grass in like Colorado, but that's really about it.
Yeah.
Sarah with a nice birdie as well.
Moving her back under par. This is going to be Madison for the birdie.
Yeah, I like how she kind of like controls her breathing going into her putts. It's kind of like a part of her routine.
Mm-hmm.
I think more people should start doing that, honestly.
Yeah,
Kind of relaxes your nerves and just
kind of gets you centered again.
Yeah. Yeah, I know in baseball I'd always kind of step out of the box, take a deep breath, and then go back in there with a good mindset.
Yeah. Oxygenate those neurons.
There you go. Get all scientific on us.
Yes, sir. Hole 4, this is a par 4. It's 508 feet. This is really all about position. You want the cleanest window for your second shot. The left side is more low ceiling than the right side. I know last round we saw Vanessa. She was a little bit more on that right side, so she had a cleaner look at the basket. The green is uphill, so because there's a bunch of trees in front of that hill, it's just really tricky on your second shot.
Yeah, and there's a little drop off behind the basket to make it even more difficult. So
Paige is going to be on that left side. She's going to have that low ceiling to deal with.
Catrina going roller. I like it.
Yeah, I like this play. She is, unlike Liz last round, she's taking a little bit more left side approach, and she gets way down there.
Yeah.
She's going to be in a nice spot.
Yeah. Madison trying to flex one that left side. I think she might have wanted a little bit more flex there.
Yeah, she's going to have a forehand approach from there, which she seems to be pretty comfortable with. So
Sarah hitting that tree dead on.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Madison and Sarah are pretty good friends. I'm wondering if she got those forehand tips from Sarah.
Right.
One of the best in the world.
Sarah, that one looked a little bit too turned over.
Yeah.
And Catrina's opting for the forehand as well. And this looks
Oh,
great. Getting a
yeah.
nice slide up on that dirt. And here is Paige. Like I said, with that low ceiling to contend with, this is a tricky shot.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
really
she
no
tried
way.
to just put more power on it and hit that dirt and get that slide up like
Yeah.
Catrina did, but didn't quite get the...
The angle right.
Yeah. And she's just going to lay up for her par.
Yeah, if that was going to hit the ground more of like a hyzer angle, that might have skipped all the way up to the green, but it kind of came in too flat and just kind
Mhm.
of stuck.
Yeah. Madison getting a really unfortunate rollaway here. Wow.
What is going on? That's what happens on this course, though.
That is so unfortunate. She is going to be way down there putting for her par save. And she's just opting for a layup. I mean, she's got no look from down there.
Yeah, and this hole
That
played.
was so unlucky.
4.34, and makes sense. There's a lot of trees like right in the way,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got that elevation right up to the basket.
Yeah,
So
and you got drop off
yeah, it's
right behind the basket as well. I mean, it's not an easy green, that's for sure.
It's a nice bogey putt though by Madison.
Yeah. Saving the bogey. She will stay at 1 under par, though. This is Catrina for the lone birdie.
Creeping up there on Paige.
Yep.
Only 2 strokes back now. Well, I guess is this for par?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for par.
Yeah.
She's staying at 6 under. Here is our leaderboard. We got Ellen Widboom making moves on the card ahead, sitting at 2 under par. All right, hole 5. This is a par 3, 300 feet. This is a dog leg right, and once you get up this hill here, it is very tight. As you can see, there's a bunch of trees that you have to punch through. Most people will be throwing a turnover shot with a mid-range, and then there also is a forehand line as well. It's really poke and pray once you get around this right side. You really have to hug that hyzer line or that turnover line really tightly. And Catrina didn't quite get the height on that.
Yeah, this will average 3.31. So just a little bit over par. And ooh, that is not a favorable kick.
No, it
That's
is
gonna
not.
be way left in those trees.
Yeah, that's going to be somewhere near Paige was last round. Paige Pierce, that is.
And Sarah threw a great shot, getting a lot of hyzer, getting away up that hill, and hope to see exactly where she's at. I'm assuming it's pretty close to the basket.
Kick to the basket.
Madison putting a good line on it as well.
Yeah, the forehand is definitely the way to go if you have it on this hole.
Yeah.
Paige threw that a little bit too low. She seemed a little bit frustrated there.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Catrina almost throwing it in.
Here's Madison for a 2-look, which we didn't see any of first round, and
Oh,
great run.
really good run. That would have been a stroke on the field right there.
Oh, for sure.
Sarah makes good for the par. I think we might have missed her upshot. Madison, unfortunate par there. At least she drew some middle, though.
Yeah. Here's Kat tapping in for the par.
Par from all these ladies. Not a bad number from the card. All right, hole 6. This is a par 4. It is 540 feet. There is a mando tree on the left side, so you do have to stay on this right side. These ladies are really just going to be throwing a shot, try and end up on this right side, depending on what kind of angle you want to approach the green on your second shot. You can end up on the left side or the right side of this fairway, just as long as you hit the mando. And Catrina's going to be on that left side. That's going to be a tough angle to hit that gap there.
Here's Paige throwing that bio defender. Looks like a really nice line.
Oh, that is
Got the perfect height on it. Wow.
fantastic. And that is just about as good as you can throw it right there.
Yeah, really.
I mean, she's got an easy little pitch up for her birdie.
We saw Sarah get kind of stuck behind that mando first round. See if she can get past it this time. Oh, yeah.
And she gets in front of it. And yeah, that gap through to the green is pretty tight.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she'll go backhand or maybe a turnover forehand. We'll
Yeah.
have to see. And Madison, unfortunately, missing that mando.
Yeah, she'll be playing from the drop zone. This is no easy shot. And yeah, she doesn't like it out of the hand, but it goes through pretty cleanly, and she's going to have a look for her 4 save.
Yeah. Here's Sarah basically playing from the drop zone. That's where it just landed. And yeah.
Oh, fantastic shot. She's got a tap-in birdie from there.
And Paige is not as
Yeah.
close as she would like to be after
Yeah,
that
definitely.
amazing drive.
Definitely not the best approach we've seen from her.
And Catrina Allen, look at that shot, dude.
Wow.
When did her forehand get that crazy?
That is
That was really impressive.
so touchy, and yeah, that's phenomenal.
Paige, fortunately, knocking in that birdie putt.
Luckily, she's one of the world's best FPO putters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving her to 7 under par, and this is Sarah Hokom with a tap-in birdie as well. Moving to 2 under par.
Yeah, you can see how important it is with that drive and getting in a good spot. Makes this hole a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're Catrina, then you can just birdie from really anywhere.
Right. And she's going to remain 2 back from Paige. Really impressive upshot from Catrina. Madison with an unfortunate bogey there. Hole 7, this is a par 3. It is 385 feet, but it definitely doesn't play 385 feet. It plays like 420. It's very uphill. You have this tree in the middle of the fairway to contend with. Most of these ladies are just going to try and get past that tree to give themselves for a look for 2 or an easy upshot to take a par here. And Catrina launching one out there. But
Get out of there. Okay, good.
Wow, that gets right around the tree. And
she'll have a look. It's she's probably throwing an upshot there since it's uphill.
yeah.
And Paige going with a felon forehand shot.
Oh, no.
And that's usually her miss with the forehand, is she just keeps it a little bit too low.
Mm-hmm. Sarah, this looks like a nice shot. Getting around the tree.
Oh, yeah, over there by Cat.
And she's going to have an easy upshot for her par. Got Madison with that easy flick. And she's going to be in the clear as well. This is a crucial upshot for Paige here with Catrina in position for par.
Yeah, and I see why she chose forehand, just because with that backhand in that OB on the left side, it's super easy to fade out on an uphill shot like that, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
She's just inside the circle.
Yeah, that's a great recovery shot
Wasn't
after a shank drive. She's right there inside the circle. Madison putting it right next to it. Sarah does it as well. Catrina might be giving this a little half go. Oh, no.
Missed release to the max there.
That is uncharacteristic.
It's like we got a slight headwind.
Just a little bit too high.
Yeah, but it's better seeing those than hitting cage.
Yeah. Oh, and Paige is not happy about that one. She definitely wanted a little bit more of a cushion on Catrina.
Yeah.
Missing that opportunity there. And she'll be taking a bogey.
Yeah, she's sitting 2 down for the round. Yeah, and this hole also averaged just barely above par.
Yeah.
Most of these holes did.
Yeah, I mean, it's so uphill, and you got that tree right in the middle of the fairway, and if you don't make it past the tree, the upshot is just so difficult. So,
right.
Understandable average there. This is Catrina for the bogey. And her and Paige both will be dropping a stroke. That is good news for Sarah Hokom,
Right.
who's sitting at 2 under par.
Madison playing this hole really well.
Yeah. Here's our leaderboard. We got pretty much our lead card right there on the top 4. Ellen Widboom was right there in the mix, but it looks like she dropped a couple strokes in the last couple holes, so that's unfortunate to see. But we are on to hole 8. This is a par 3. It is 462 feet, very downhill, a lot in the way off the tee shot. You're really just trying to throw a hyzer with something nice and stable at the right height to the bottom of this hill right before the basket. From there, you have a uphill putt for your 2. And Sarah going with that forehand turnover line. Looks like that might have turned over a little bit too much.
Yeah, we saw a lot of people from the first round go a little bit short left, hitting some trees and kind of dropping down, making a really tough upshot. But that
is a fantastic shot from Madison.
Really good.
Yeah, she's right there at the bottom of the hill, circle's edge. Uphill putt, so the putt will play a little bit longer, but definitely makeable. And this looks like it might be a little too high from Catrina. And yeah, she's going to be on that left side in the bushes. She might have gotten behind those to give herself a look for the 2, though.
We got Paige going defender. Oh, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice and high over the tree. She was trying
man, it feels just a little bit lower or a little bit higher.
Yeah. She was trying to just kind of hit the canopy near the basket and plinko down. That's still a pretty easy upshot. And Sarah just turning that one over a little bit.
Well, she threw a super similar upshot first round, but it ended up being perfect. And I was wondering why she put so much aiming on it. I still don't really know, but it worked out first round. So.
Yeah, just trusting the disc.
Yeah.
Here's Paige's second shot.
Oh, man. How frustrating is that?
Yeah, that's like ninja branch zone. She probably didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
She's laying up and taking an unfortunate bogey, most likely.
Oh, what a cool putt to hit.
Yeah, that gap is so skinny.
Yeah.
What in the world?
The good thing is if you make the gap, you're at least guaranteed to be close to making it.
Yeah. And Madison not connecting on the birdie. That's really unfortunate to see. Looks like Catrina just pitched out and not connecting on the par save. Paige needs this and saves bogey, and she will not be losing a stroke to Catrina here.
Yeah, I'm sure she was thinking she would, though.
Yeah, right? Madison saves par. I believe she's taking the lone par here. This is Catrina for the bogey. Oh, wow.
Man.
And that is a rare sight.
Yeah, and this hole actually played pretty tough. 3.63, so well over par.
I think it's all the trees near the
It has
basket.
to be.
Because, I mean, on your upshot, you can take a bad kick straight into the rough, and next thing you know, you're taking a 5.
Yeah, and it's kind of a blind shot off the tee. Like you don't really see your landing area from the box. So yeah.
Yeah. Hole 9, this is a par 3. It is 425 feet, very uphill. Ideally, these ladies are going to be throwing a turnover or forehand up to the first tree you saw there at the crest of the hill, either on the left side or the right side to give themselves an open look for an upshot. This hole is really not that doable. It's 425 feet uphill, so it's playing more like 450, 460, honestly.
And it's like a side slope the whole way there as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it breaks right. It's just a difficult angle.
Yeah, this hole played 3.57, so similar to the last one, pretty difficult.
Yeah, understandably.
Yeah, you don't have the 2 opportunities to cancel out the bogeys, so you're going to be seeing pars and bogeys most likely. And Paige just ripping into this drive.
Yeah, she throws so far.
I know.
And she is right there about 10 feet outside of circle 1. She is going to have a 2-look here. That is so impressive.
Yeah.
Like,
that's that defender she's been throwing. That's why her name's on it.
And Catrina, I'm about to find out.
Give us the flag. Oh, that's just a spotter.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess Sarah getting low, trying to squeeze under these branches, and she does that perfectly.
Yeah. Drop in 3 for Sarah. Here is Catrina's second shot. Oh, and finding the tree.
Big mistake there, knowing that Paige can possibly do this thing.
Yeah. This is another possible. I mean, there's a 1-stroke swing last hole, and
right.
She has a possibility of losing 2 strokes here. Oh,
so close.
Yeah, great run. Just a little bit too low. And Paige makes par. We must have missed her birdie putt. But she will still get a stroke on Catrina. Madison making par. She will stay at even.
Yeah, I'm sure Madison's trying to figure out where these birdies are at, but she's maintaining with the pars, so that's good.
Still playing some pretty clean golf.
Yeah.
Sarah, after perfectly executed upshot, will stay at 1 under par, and just like that, she's tied for second place.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're going to check in here after hole 9. Paige, first of all, you've got something to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to wish my dad a happy birthday. Wish I could be there. Hope you guys are having fun this weekend.
All right, go do your thing.
Thank you.
All right, so as Paige says, happy birthday to her dad. We know her and her family are probably out there watching, so thanks for joining us.
Shout out to Terry Miller for being our Disc Golf Pro Tour on-field reporter. And that is also going to conclude our front 9 coverage of the second round, the 2019 Discraft Great Lakes Open. Paige Pierce so far killing it. She is 5 under par, had a couple missed putts. Catrina Allen just kind of falling off here on the last couple holes. Hopefully we can see her pick it back up here on the back 9. Madison Walker sitting at even, and then we got Sarah Hokom sitting at 1 down as well. So a little bit of a battle for second place here.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and we'll see you guys for the back 9.